We are here with Ryan Hyde today and Gunbox, and he's going to go over some of the reasons that you might want this safe. Go ahead, Ryan.
So I invented the Gunbox primarily to keep my family safe. I wanted to own a gun and went out looking for different containers to put them in, and the ones I brought home my wife wasn't really happy with, and I was never happy with how quick access you could get into one and keep it safe for my kids. So the Gunbox, I believe, is the best solution on the market by far to do that. First of all, it's a very it's futuristic looking, but it's designed with a purpose. It's more of a pressure vessel design, kind of like an aircraft pressure tank, but it's a zinc alloy, very high strength. I've run over it at 30 miles an hour with an F-150 and spit it out, and it doesn't open. We've dropped it multiple times to concrete, but the primary purpose is to keep kids safe, like I said. With any safe, with enough time beating it up, you can get into it with heat, pressure, force. The first versions that I had, my kids took out in the garage. We have a 15-foot drop to concrete. They were able to get it open after constant pounding of this thing, and I wasn't happy with it. So I shelved the project after about $200,000 in development, and came back a few weeks later, added some more stuff to it, some strengthening stuff for the pressure vessel design, but also I added a motion sensor to every box. So the cheapest box I sell has an audible alarm. If it gets bumped or moved, it goes off and lets mom know or me know if my kids are messing with it. My 3-year-old daughter won't touch it. She's scared of it because it went off with a very loud alarm like a smoke detector. So that's very important. The other thing, a device like this has to be instant access, so you have to be able to open it quick. We have 2 ways with our device to do that, and we can put our stuff in my ring. We have a wristband that we sell. I also have a sticker that I shoved in my wallet. Any one of these, just wave over the box, it'll open up. Set a ring. I just want to put a ring over the top. So the ring activates it. So we sell, the ring is $125 extra, but it comes with the wristband and a label to open it. You can put a label in a book next to your nightstand, wave the book over the top. The other way it opens is with the fingerprint reader, and the fingerprint reader is the best in the world. It was developed. We have a very talented team. It's image-based. It's not scan-based. I've programmed the tip of my finger and I can open it up. I've also programmed different parts of my hand. I could program probably a part of my face that has any sort of a feature that the algorithm could recognize. It's very good. But it's image-based. If there's dry skin, stuff like that, that's why it has the backup RF. Motion alarm, it has other functions. You can plug it into your nightstand, so it requires a charge. It'll work. It's got a battery backup, but it requires a charge to be used constantly, but you could also charge your phone or your iPad from this, so it's got a special function. The Premier version has an internal GPS and cell thing, so if it gets bumped or moved, it will text your phone within about 45 seconds. If a thief were to take it, it would you'd be able to track them and track your stuff. Like I told you earlier, my little boy was grounded from my iPad. So I went to work and he wasn't supposed to touch it. I set the iPad underneath the box, and about noon I got a text on my phone that my Gunbox was moved, and so I called my wife and said, hey, I think Colton got the iPad. Sure enough, he was down playing games on the iPad when he was grounded from it, from not doing his homework. So it's a motion sensor, audible alarm. It's a smart box. It's form function. You can mount it in any orientation. You can mount this upside down. And we have a clip that only allows it to come open about 45 degrees.
So nothing's going to fall out of there
so
when it opens like that.
Won't fall out. And so we mount it covertly underneath the desk. I have a project I'm working on. We just reach under, touch it. 45 degrees, you can get the gun.
And how long? We were talking about the battery life. How long is the battery life if you have it unplugged?
If you unplug it, it would last a few hours like this unplugged, because it's blaring out that RF signal that uses power. The Premier version, if it was in alarm mode and sending GPS coordinates, it would last a few hours. If you turn off the RF reader unplugged, it would last a couple days. So it's really meant to be, so the RF reader's not on, I can't open it because it's unplugged and the RF reader's turned off. So a few days, but the charge solution's made to be simple. It's the same thing you'd have around your house. It's a USB, so plug that into, don't plug it into your computer, it pulls too much current, but you can plug it into a cigarette adapter that, about a 1.5 milliamp adapter in your cigarette lighter on your car. So.
And now this is going to give you, definitely does not look like what I would think would be any kind of gun safe. This looks like something my wife would put out on the counter, maybe even as a centerpiece.
Right, and
very chic.
That's the purpose too, right? I mean, I want to push the demographic. There are a lot of safe manufacturers that say people aren't interested in safes till you're about 45 years old and care about life insurance. I have an 11-year-old scout troop, and I brought him in to do the engineering merit badge in my firm, and they went home for Christmas, got airsoft guns, and made homemade gun boxes with tin foil and my symbol to put their airsoft guns in, because they said the only safe place to keep a gun is in a gun box. And
very cool.
So it made me feel like I've met the purpose. After a school shooting, when I saw this power grab to take away our rights, you know, it's a tragic event, and then you have people that don't like guns say we shouldn't have them. I wanted to use my engineering capabilities to develop something that would be perfect.
Very cool. Well, thank you very much for your time.